So in today's video, I'll tell you why I clean this customer's car for free, and you get to see some of the steps I've taken in order to safely clean up the exterior of the vehicle. So I originally cleaned and protected this customer's car about 4 months ago. As well as this, I was asked to remove some bird poo etchings and scratches caused by improperly removing the bird bombs. Unfortunately, as the car has to be parked under a tree, it gets bombarded with bird poo, leaves and debris which if not removed carefully can ruin the finish on your paintwork. But before I touch the body of the car, I always start with the wheels. The wheels on this Audi S3 cleaned up fairly well, taking just one round of cleaning in order to produce a lovely result. Once finished, I moved on to the 4 exhaust tips which had seen better days. Using the same bucket and tools I had previously used on the wheels, I quickly cleaned each exhaust tip before carefully rinsing the cleaner away. I then moved on to washing the body of the vehicle, but as the car was covered in leaves and debris, I wanted to clear this away first. I opted to use forced air over the pressure of my pressure washer, as I feel that air does a better job of circulating the tight to reach areas and blasting out the unwanted debris. Once as much debris was removed as possible, I went straight into snow foaming the vehicle. The reason I chose not to rinse the vehicle down with water first was because I wasn't going to be agitating the intricate areas with a brush. The aim was just to get the car looking clean enough for a series of photos which I needed for a project. I'll explain more about this later. After the snow foam had been allowed to dwell for a few minutes, I began pressure washing off as much dirt as possible before I started using my wash mitt. Here is a good example of how thoroughly pre-washing your vehicle can allow for a much safer clean. Removing this bird poo with water means that there's no chance of accidentally rubbing it into the paintwork later on down the line. So then I wash the car as normal. I am again using the 2 bucket method, working from the top of the car down. After rinsing away the car shampoo, I quickly blew the water out of all the nooks and crannies before drying the vehicle with a damp microfiber cloth and a spray wax. As you can see, the Audi is starting to come along nicely. However, upon closer inspection, you can still see some stubborn dirt stuck to the paint. For this I will simply spray some detail spray or a rinseless wash onto the area as well as my microfiber cloth. I will swipe the area to try and remove the dirt, then if necessary, lightly rub the dirt until it has been scooped up into the cloth. Don't rub too hard. If necessary, there is another technique I like to use, however it was not needed this time around. I then moved on to polishing the exhaust tips. I gave the tips a quick wipe over to make sure they were clean, and then proceeded to polish the tips using a metal polish and some very fine wire wool. There's not really any tricks to this, it just takes time and effort in order to clean off the staining. You may be able to see a slight haze on the exhaust tip that I've cleaned. This can be further refined with a metal polish and a microfiber cloth, however the tips still look much better. Excuse the mess on the back bumper. I recently got one of those polishing balls that you stick in a drill, and I decided to give it a go on this vehicle. I gave the Audi a quick wipe over with detailing spray in order to remove any remaining drips or smudges, making sure to get into some of those intricate areas that often get overlooked. I dress the tyres with a small brush which I find useful for getting to the very bottom of the tyre. Finally, I clean the glass to complete the vehicle. Overall, the Audi looked great. The customer was pleased as he got himself a free car wash, and I was happy because I managed to get myself a usable photo for the project I was working on. I've wanted to get some branding done for my van for a while now, and I finally decided to commit to something that will hopefully get people's attention. Thanks to all the people who have recently subscribed to my channel and liked the videos. It takes a lot of time and effort to get these videos out, but I'm getting better and faster, and so hopefully there'll be plenty more in the future.